All right, so I've pulled up the majority of the locks that I thought might have been starting to felt down or had started to felt down. And what I'm going to do is flip this. Give me a second. I'm going to turn this over this way. And I'm going to roll it back up. So I'm going to lay down my rubber mat. Pool noodle. And bring this stuff over. And roll it up again. Now, once we're rolled up again, we're going to tie it up with our Velcro straps, and we're going to go back out to the step in front of the office, and we're going to continue that same rolling process, but we're now in the opposite direction. So we'll truss it up and then go out and keep rolling. All right, we've done our second lot of rolling, and we're going to bring it in. So we've rolled it in both directions now. Get rid of our straps. And we'll have a look and see how that backing is looking. Now we've got a fairly good crinkle across that backing, and I'm pretty happy with where that's at. So I think that felting process is exactly where I want it, and we'll see. It's gone quite stiff. Now if I get the frame up that we started with, it's flattened down, but it actually has shrunk in a little bit. Like this little bits of from where the rovings was over the edge. If I bring that up, you can see along, especially along this edge, that fleece or that felting is actually shrunk down, and that's what we're sort of looking for to get a really good felt. Now, turn it back over, give it a little, get these locks up again, and they all seem to be bound quite well to that backing. I'm going to work through now again with my little pick and just try and pull up any locks that are right down into that backing part. So I'll come into here, just make sure all those locks are up. Some will be stuck. I'm going to work my way over the whole surface of the fleece, just very slowly, making sure those locks are up. All right, and so once I go through this process, the next step will be giving this fleece a wash. Now, I guess, do they always end out perfect? For me, the answer is no, they don't. I much prefer to have a rolled fleece to start with. Is there ways of fixing it? Yep, there sure is. So what we do, once we've washed it and we've given it a good dry over a couple of days, we can actually go through sections that if we find a chunk that hasn't felted to the backing, we can actually needle felt it in. So there are little ways to be able to fix sections. Now I'm going to continue working these locks the whole way over, just trying to make sure they're all up, and then we'll take it over and do the washing process. All right, so I've been around and picked all my locks and picked them up, and I have quite a bit of felt around the edge from when we had it in the frame. So I can trim that now, or I can trim it when it's dry. I'm choosing to trim it, a little bit of it now, before we go to the wash. So I'm just taking this extra felt, picking up any locks that might have been in it, because we don't want to waste any. And I'm just going to give it a bit of a trim. And we can do a bit more later on when we tidy up. So just taking that extra felt backing off. Any locks stuck along the way, you can just lift them up. So still got a little bit of wiggle room to do a bit of a tidy up later, but we'll get the bulk of it off now. All right, so I'll just do this front edge and then we'll be off for a wash.